What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about some issues I'm having with my 2022 Honda Civic Touring. If you're kind of new to the channel, I have a few Hondas, as you can see, but today's going to be about this girl here. It's been about a little bit over a year since me and Shelly owned this car. Actually, a year and like 1 month, actually. Last month was a year since we actually owned the car. And I already made a video, an update on having a Civic. And dang, sun is in my face. After having the car for about like 6 months, and the only issue I ran into is, I guess when you get a Touring, you get the bigger, like the 9-inch display for your infotainment system. And from that screen to the dash, there's a space in between. And that's the thing when you get something that's like a first generation. Like, I mean, you're not really gonna know what's really gonna go wrong until, you know, the car's been out for about a few months. And then everyone kind of have the same issue. But since there's a space between the screen and the dash, it rattled before. So it was like a little annoying rattle. And there was a bulletin out for it because I brought it to my job and they looked up, and a few people with Touring had the same issue. And what Honda did is get some like Teflon material or something like that and put it between the screen and to kind of, I guess, massage the noise away. Some owners actually just did it themselves. They took the screen off and put something in between the space and get rid of the noise. But besides that, we had no issues with the car. Literally like first world problems. Like these are really not even any issues. But I do want to give you guys a heads up and kind of let you know that this possibly can happen to you. Who knows? Or maybe I just have that one Civic that these two things happen. But it is what it is. Second issue that actually Shelly noticed, because this is Shelly's main driver. It's not my main driver. But if we go anywhere, we do take the Civic instead of the other two cars that we have. But one thing Shelly ran into is that her visor, it just fell off. So like right now, I have the visor down. So you notice that way the sun is not in my face. Or actually, I don't even need it down right now. I already made it left. But the visor was down and it works normal. But when you take the visor off the clip to put it sideways, it falls off. When I get to my job, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So this is the issue I'm running into. If I put this thing down and turn it, it falls off. So yeah, we're here to get this thing fixed. Since we at my job, kind of show you guys what's available. Literally nothing. Everyone's in the same boat. Just a bunch of pre-owned cars. We haven't even used this lot since like, I don't know, it's been like 2 years since we even used this lot. That lot down there, haven't used that in like 2 years. And then it's a lot over here we haven't used in like 2 years. It's kind of how the market has been. You guys know our manufacturers can't keep up with the demand. I think the only thing I have new right now is one Passport, one Accord Sport, and a bunch of Ridgelines, like 5 Ridgelines, and that's pretty much it. Everything else here you see is pre-owned. Now this dealership does have 6 lots, so this is one of them, and then we have some more pre-owned in my other lot. These are just the ones that's cleaned up, ready to go. But yeah, it's been like this for a minute. I'm at my job on my day off, but I figured I'd just walk around. What happened? And then we come inside, we have one Ridgeline in here. Didn't really vlog much of the car getting fixed, but yeah, so I could pretty much take this thing off now and it'll be fine. Actually, show you guys a different view. So you can see with the visor now, if I bring it down and take it off the little clip, it doesn't fall. Before, I saw how it just fell. But yeah, I have no idea why this thing broke. It just did, like by itself. And as for the door, squeak is gone. So it is under warranty, so I didn't pay for none of that stuff. I'm picking up on it like another day. When I went to my job the first time, they had to order a new whatchamacallit, visor. So I waited for the visor to come in and brought the car back. We've had a few Civics Before this, Shelly had a 15 Civic. Shelly Civic look clean and SI. And you know, I have my 09. But I haven't had really issues. Even though the 15 that we had, that one was an LX, so it was a base model. We didn't really have no issues with it. But with this guy, besides the visor and the door, no issues at all. Nothing mechanically, nothing with the transmission, nothing with the wheels, nothing with the lights. Oh yeah, the screen I was telling you guys about. Actually, let me show you guys. A few weeks ago, I was showing you guys that my first issue I had with the car was a weird creaking coming from underneath there. So this screen sits on top of the dash, and then from right here to like under this piece right here, there's nothing. And then you just hear it, you hear it creaking stuff. So besides those three, those are the only thing we ran into so far. And that I work at Honda, I do have a lot of people that do research and they look up forums and see what issues other people are having. And I guess one thing a lot of customers are telling me about how the Apple CarPlay will just disconnect your phone and reconnect. I haven't had that issue with my phone, and I have an Apple. I have an Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I have no issues. Shelly has a iPhone 13, no Pro, no Max, just a regular 13, and hers used to do it before too, but usually it'll do it if she has if there's a new update that come out and she need to update her phone, then it will probably act up a little bit. But even with mine never really act crazy. The wireless CarPlay usually always works. Turn that on, get some air in here if I die in here. But yeah, like I've never had any issues with my phone connecting, disconnecting, or anything like that. It's been fine. The wireless Apple CarPlay has been fine. Plugged it in, it's been fine too, so no issues there. With electronics, so far I haven't had any issues. All the buttons work. Nothing with the screen, no issues there. Nothing with the Honda sensing as well too, has been fine. The garage opener, the home link I use has been fine. But I'm trying to think of any issues because like I said, it's been a year, officially been a year since we had the car. And this is our daily driver. This is what we drive every day. And just haven't had any, besides the whole your phone being disconnected from the wireless Apple CarPlay. I'm trying to see if there's any other issues a lot of people come back to me with. And no, most of my customers love their Civics, especially their Tourings. I haven't really had to get any phone calls, and you know, anyone kind of called me like, hey, I have an issue with my car. Yeah, nothing. I did have one customer, and it wasn't my customer, it was one of my coworkers, and they have an Android phone, and their Android Auto wasn't working wireless. And what I end up doing is reset the whole, like I went in settings, factory reset the car, and then that worked. But other than that, no real issues. Drop a comment below if you have any questions on any of the Civics, whether it's an LX, Sport, EX Touring for the sedan, or LX, Sport, EXL, Sport Touring for the hatchback. And I can definitely answer anything. I've made a bunch of videos on Civics, and if I missed anything, let me know. If you think about buying one and you're not too sure, or if you have one, if you have a deposit on one and you just want to do more research, you know, like I said, I'm pretty familiar with these cars. I've sold a bunch of them already. I have one, you know, I can definitely help out. And I know trying to buy one right now is just a headache. Most dealerships are charging like a markup on the cars. My dealership is charging MSRP, but I know wherever you guys live, it's probably different, or they adding this or all types of stuff. But you got to think about it this way, you know, some of these dealerships, you know, they're going from selling 300 cars a month to 100 cars a month. So they try to mark cars up to kind of justify what they used to be making, because they're just not going to happen no more. You know, so it just kind of is what it is. Some people are angry about it. Some people understand. Some people get it. It is what it is, you know. Civics are just very limited, especially a hatchback. If you want a hatchback, and you're trying to buy one right now, don't know where you live, but where I live, it's like 6 to 8 months, like 4 to like 6 months wait or something like that. Honda's just having a hard time building hatchbacks. Sedans it's a long way too, but not as much as hatchbacks. Hatchbacks is having trouble, so I don't know what it is. If you're thinking about buying one of these and you're kind of worried about like how reliable they are, I have 16,000 miles on this one. Had it for 1 year. Like I said, those 3 little things that, you know, happen with it, and that's pretty much it. It's been a good car. Shelly drives this every day. If we go anywhere, we drive this. If we go on any trips, this is what we're using, you know, and it's been a good car. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, drop a comment below any questions I may have missed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.